Okay, so we're going to talk about how to convert a decimal to an equivalent fraction. And so there's 3 steps to this. The first thing is that you have to kind of say the decimal to yourself. And you want to say it with the correct place value. So I could say 0.08 or a decimal. That's not using place value. So we would say that as 800ths, and we'll look at that in just a minute. So that's the step 1. Say it with the correct place value. Step 2 is that you're using that place value that you just said. You're going to write it as a fraction. And it's going to be over 10 or 100, depending on if you said tenths or hundredths. And step 3, which is super, super important, and it's the step that most people forget, is that you have to simplify. Okay? So a minute ago, I talked about the example 0.08. The correct way to say that with place value is 800ths, because this right here is the tenths place, and this is the hundredths place. So 800ths. Now I can write that as a fraction over 100 because I said hundredths. And then step 3 is that we have to simplify. So I noticed that both of those are even, which means I could divide by 2. And that's going to give me 4 over 50. But those are both still even, so I'm going to divide by 2 again. And I get 2 over 25. I can't divide by 2 this time because 2 is divisible by 2, but 25 is not. So 0.08 or 800ths is equivalent to 2 over 25. Another example is 0.6. The correct way of saying that is 6/10ths because the 6 is in the tenths place. So I can write that as 6 over 10 because I said tenths. And then we still have to simplify. So 6 and 10 are both even, which means I can divide by 2. Half of 6 is 3. Half of 10 is 5. Those are both prime, so I can't keep going. And 6.6 is equal to 3/5. And I'm going to do one more example. I'm going to do 0.55. Again, it has 2 decimal places, so that's the hundredths place. So 55 hundredths, which I can write as 55 over 100. And then I have to simplify. Those are both divisible by 5, which gives me 11 over 20. And that is how you turn a decimal into a fraction. Just do not forget to simplify.